the Pokémon Home Living Dex Nuzlocke Challenge. I'm still reeling a little from the last loss in part 15. This is part 16. We continue from Viridian City with a squad of 5 Pokemon, which are Birth the Bulbasaur, Rat the Rattata, that I named after a weird convention that I used in Run 4, don't know why I would have done that. And then we have Danger the Nidoran, we have Woods the Pidgey, and Litters the Kakuna. Now, we're gonna have to switch train Predators, which is gonna prolong this grinding session, which, you know, most of this episode is gonna be getting these Pokemon up to speed to face the rival at level 9 on Route 22. And then there'll be another level grind to face Brock. So thankfully I caught everything in the last part to just get straight into the grind. And that potentially means, I'm not sure now, but that could mean that I get all the way trained to Brock so that I can just face Brock in the next part. And then, yeah, I think that's the goal here, to try get as many levels as I can. It's unfortunately going to take a bit longer, or a little longer, since Predators is unable to attack anything. And I know that Beedrill isn't the most useful Pokemon in the world, but it is a member of the team, and I want to have a whole squad as soon as possible and as quickly as possible, which means training the weakest link in the team also. For now. I will later on be catching Pokemon that I'll just keep in the box most likely. But this is a Living Dex challenge, so Beedrill is not catchable in the wild, so it's also good to take that off to get that capture in for the Dex. So it's just all round required, and I'm going to be sitting here. I'll probably take 2 breaks here as during these level grinds when not much is going on. I tend to get nervous feet requiring to stand, which unfortunately with my setup currently is not possible. But let's switch to Woods here and take out this Weedle. It shouldn't be too much of trouble. I'm gonna lead Predators this time, I think. In part 4 the strategy was to... Did I even have? I think I did have a Kakuna in Run 4. Kuna, yeah, I named it Kuna. So I'm gonna lead it this time just to get as much experience points as possible and share it amongst the team. Get that I am definitely still downbeat from that loss, but you know, the way to deal with loss is to get out there and get a W again. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna beat the rival like he's never been defeated before. I say that now, I'll probably lose to him now that I've said that, but you know, that's the thing to do in these situations, it's just to soldier on. It was silly the way I lost it, I mean. I did think it was resisted, but then when I saw I was in 17 HP and it was, I don't know how many levels above the Shellder, and then it was the Shellder, the Jeopardy Pokémon on the team. I, by the way, have changed the rules, and in the meantime Jeopardy Pokémon don't have to be on the team at all times. It's just because it's not really required, they just have to fully evolve to no longer be Jeopardy, so not fully, so it's enough to evolve Bulbasaur and not, I don't need Venusaur, as I use a Garden here on this Weedle. So that was one change to the rules that I've made. I probably won't be changing rules any further for Gen 1, but I have a few rules that I have to look at for Gen 2 as pre-evolutions to Pokemon are introduced that aren't catchable in the wild. And I somehow need to be able to obtain them, or at least a few of them in that run, but I'm gonna have to work that out whenever we get there. As Woods hits level 6, that's nice. Getting only 3 levels away now. I suppose the Kakuna or Predators, what level was it? 5 that was captured. So I mean that could have been a level worse, so that's gonna be maybe a few hundred, possibly 100 experience points I don't have to obtain, so could have been worse, but I'm glad to have Predators on the team, as I am for every member. I seem to realise now that I should probably switch Danger into these Weedles, as Danger can be poisoned. Keeping Bulbasaur in the back for now in case I encounter a Pikachu, because a level 5 Pikachu could wreck my team right now, I think, except for Bulbasaur. Which is why I'm just keeping Bulbasaur there until the other members of the team are strong enough to deal with level 5 Pikachu on their own. And then we'll level Bulbasaur to level 9. Again, I will be edging the levels towards level 10. Just because I'm going to have to grind after anyway. I might as well do so. Bulbasaur will be receiving all the XP from the trainers again. It's just because it takes a lot more hits to knock out the wild Pokemon here in the forest, whereas the others tend not to. Yeah, so I think that's the main outline for this attempt 6 already. That's unbelievable. Of this challenge run. I did talk in the last part a little about being nervous. The online services are being shut down for the 3DS. I know Pokemon Bank isn't affected, but it will eventually. But I thought about that in the meantime, and I was thinking Pokemon probably won't shut down the Pokemon Bank until the older games, such as which ones are missing? I suppose only really Black and White are still missing from the old games. I suppose X and Y and the Sun and Moon games. I reckon they won't turn off Pokemon Bank until they are available on Switch, or whatever the successor of the Switch will be, or until they're available to play in the online thing, but I don't know. Now, I think it would be a bit weird. I know Game Freak has done it before with Gen 1 and 2 that are cut off from the rest of the games, but that was kind of out of necessity, as they thought that the Pokemon wouldn't really be compatible after anymore, with the introduction of abilities as well as changing how some of the stats worked. I think EVs also and everything. They did later make them compatible, which is what I'm playing, the Virtual Console versions. And that's what I was thinking, that they're going to make the games available somehow in the future, so it'll just prolong the challenge if I don't get it finished before Pokemon Bank turns off. But yeah, I wouldn't mind getting through at least the 3DS games as quickly as possible, just to prevent any prolonging of the challenge with Pokemon Bank. So Metapod, that's decent. Predators is level 6 already. Gonna switch in Tada, or Rat here, as Rat learns Quick Attack pretty early. Probably won't learn it here quick enough because it is sharing on the experience points with Predators. Yeah. But I got pretty far in the last run, and I think I wasn't really in danger too much. The rival battle would have been the next big challenge, and I think the rival battles do provide the largest challenge, as gym leaders are generally not too tough. I think Koga will be with self-destruct Muck, but I mean that's easily played around with a Ghastly, which I did not have in the last run, so would have been interesting to see what strat they would have come up with. Probably just would have used Hypno, Psychic and one, but yeah, I think it's a great challenge. It combines Nuzlocking with Living Dex completion, which is something I was attempted to do for a long time. is sort of one of the fun way to do it, and also a way, I think I've spoken about this before, to decide which Pokemon in a living dex to get from which game, since I own, I think, every main series game. And I think a Nuzlocke sort of takes the thinking about which Pokemon to take from which game away from me and sort of leaves it up to chance. And with dupes clause prevents catching multiple of the same species, so I thought that was great to combine the two, and that's what the whole thing's about. Complete all the main series games through nuzlocking, but also attempting to complete the living dex at the same time. And I know it's not possible, like even with just Scarlet and Violet being out, they introduced, I think, three new forms of Tauros, so I can only catch 2 of those, so there will be a third one left over, but there will eventually be new games coming out where that one will probably be available also. And with the re-release of older games, I mean, I can always return to an old place such as Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire to catch maybe encounters that I didn't get in those games before. So I think it will be possible, probably not likely to be completed, but it will eventually be complete, but probably never really. The most recent generation will most likely always have Pokemon left to capture that haven't been caught. So this rat has only 2 tackle PP left. I must keep that in mind, so I can't swap it into a Kakuna again. The defeat Kakunas with something else now will most likely be Woods. So I think Danger would take a while to deal the damage it has to. Yeah, these grinding episodes are definitely my least favourite, and hopefully my motivation to not lose again. I mean, especially in such a silly way. If at least there was a crit, well, it was a crit, but I mean, if there was a crit that mattered and didn't have a chance of playing around and all, I'd get it, but losing in silly ways as I did, especially down to a single rule I had to introduce to make the living dex possible for the challenge, it's not great, but it's part of the challenge and part of the fun. You know, what would a challenge be if there weren't a few restarts in it or start overs and all that? That's what makes it a challenge, I guess, what I'm trying to say. These encounters are taking long to spawn again. I don't know if I'm running through areas in Viridian Forest that don't have high encounter rates or something. Oh, I'm seeing Rat has a level already. I thought it hasn't gained a level yet. Oh no, it's not going to be able to take. Well, it's poisoned also. I'm going to switch it out. I think 12 steps won't be enough to get to the Pokémon Center. Or I mean 12 poison hits. I'm going to split Weedle's XP 3 ways here, which is going to be almost nothing for anyone. It's not great. But I'm definitely going to have to head to the center here. I mean, once Kuna, naming it after the run 4, once Predator reaches level 9, things will speed up a little, well not quite until level 12 for Predators, and that's when it gets Fury Attack, and even then it won't be the most reliable Pokemon. Danger hits level 5, so I think level 5 is the lowest level currently on the team. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me just check if my count was correct. 6, yeah, we're never going to make that, so I'm going to use an antidote here. So no bike again? Well, that doesn't really matter as I kept forgetting to use it. Whenever I had it last time. But yes, it's all about regrouping, getting back into it, get the grinds done that have to be done, get back to that part. I mean, that as soon as I obtain the Poke Flute, that's when the game really opens up and get loads of encounters, start thinking of a team as I did, and then get it built. And I might have to consider a good location to level up, because I'm going to catch Shellder again. It's an encounter that I can guarantee unless I knock it out, which I was able to play around very easily last time. So yeah, I'm going to have to figure out a place to level it easily. Don't really know where. Just Rock Tunnel seems a little... that was sort of exactly the levels that the wild Pokemon had, exactly the levels around Shellder's level when it was caught, so maybe that is the place to train. I couldn't deal with Shellder not being able to one-shot the Zubat with Surf, which sort of then made me go into trainer battles to train it, and then as they were water types, thought I could switch Shellder into anything, especially a Horsey, as it only has water type moves, but I mean, learned to regret that very quickly. And I knew before the HP hit 0 what was going to happen. Now I really wonder if the crit matters. That would be interesting to find out. Maybe I can get a calculator up sometime after I record this and figure out if it mattered or not, because that was a disaster when I lost that run. I mean, if the crit mattered and that wouldn't make anything better, it was still a horrible play. Getting a bit greedy, not thinking of consequences, which, you know, I'm either overcautious or not cautious, it seems, in this run so far, so I'm going to have to try and find a balance there, especially for these Gen 1 games that I honestly think, well, I don't know for sure, but I think they're probably the most difficult to Nuzlocke. Just because there's no real safe swapping or anything. It's very difficult to get hold of certain Pokemon, like ghost types, to prevent self-destruct strats or explosion strats. I think in other generations, well, possibly Gen 2 could be, well, I mean, defeating Rain's going to be tough in Gen 2. So, I guess maybe I spoke a bit too early about Gen 1 being tough. Yeah, we'll see. Can't wait until Rat and the others can solo these Pokemon and don't have to share the XP with predators, because it definitely significantly speeds up the process. And we're getting another 30 XP. Predators is level 7 already, that's not too bad. Suppose it'll take a lot to get to level 8. But the way I'm switch training, it should free up that I can then attack with or get XP on the others without having to share for a bit. Hope I'm doing the right route. Also, Rat I just saw his 18 HP at level 5. I don't like that, but I don't know if Rat just has a low base HP, which puts... You know, that sort of seems to be the benchmark for me, that at level 5 Pokemon's 20 HP. At least the first evolutions. I think the second evolutions should probably have more than that. Concerning the legendaries, the plan is to capture a legendary of the same color as the game. So Moltres in red, Articuno in blue, and Zapdos in yellow. I have to use repels to ensure I get to them without encountering other Pokemon, which also means I'm going to have to level up a Pokemon to ensure I don't encounter other Pokemon through which I think is pretty difficult for Moltres especially, because I think there's a few really pretty high level Pokemon there in Victory Road. Also, Victory Road in my test runs was the furthest I ever got. One time I think I lost to the Victory Bell there that had and Razor Leaf and wrecked me. The other time I was switch training something because I didn't know where else to train. That's a very bad idea on Victory Road, especially when you have a rule for no escape from battle. Because I switched into my water type and it exploded on my face and took my water type out, which, you know, okay, I can deal with that. But then I tried to get out of my Victory Road. I think I had no escape ropes or something. I encountered the next one. No water type to take out the Groveler. So yeah, it just did a beast against my team and took me out. I think I was left with 2 Pokemon in the end, but Pokemon in my box were about 20 levels below what the team was, so I just decided to restart or give up. And then, there were, I don't know if they actually were test runs, but all them test runs now that I decided to record these and put them up for viewing and reviewing also. And there's a level 3 Pikachu. I think most of my Pokemon, well, I'm still going to use Birth. So this was the plan, what I was doing in the back. Hopefully that growl misses, that would have the battle potentially, yeah, I almost certainly would have. Because I mightn't have done half of its HP there with the tackle and would have required 3. And I think maybe you can tell in my voice that I'm a bit defeated for something how that last run ended. But there's nothing better than to get a few wins, get back in, get an odd gym badge or something, and the good feelings coming back, the feelings of progress and all up there. So that's what this part's all about, getting back into there and getting back on the road. And these encounters are taking some time to show up. Probably have looked that up to see what, because I think I remember hearing speedrunners one time talk about certain tiles in Viridian Forest having lower encounter chances than others, so I should have probably looked that up to make sure I pick tiles that have the highest encounter rate to find these battles. Because it's usually the walk in between the battles that prolongs this. The battles themselves, of course, at the beginning take long, but I mean, an hour or so I'll probably be one-shotting most wild Pokemon. Yeah, it's Danger's at half HP almost already. It's level 6, so we're well out of danger. Put it that way. I like the name Danger, especially when I'm the Nidoking. It's a good name. Last time I made an error, didn't I, by teaching Bubble Beam to Jiggly. Make sure I teach it to Danger this time. With Bubble Beam, I probably won't have second thoughts about teaching it another move later on. Just using it to get through Mount Moon and possibly Rock Tunnel. Yeah, Rock Tunnel was the reason that I felt I taught it to the wrong Pokemon. It was relying on Jiggly that couldn't one-shot. Even Geodudes who are double weak to water type moves. Which, yeah, I think that's sort of a sign of a bad special stat. Right, Predators gets 8. That's brilliant. We're 1 level away now from having capped Predators. I'm still gonna edge Predators. I don't know what I was trying to say there. Towards level 10. Because I have to keep another Pokemon away from 10 to get to Route 22, or the tall grass on Route 22. That's again, I can't run from battles. Edge my full team towards the level cap, as I could always encounter a Pokemon on the way to the rival. I also intend, of course, because I'm not using any rare candy exploits or injections, to battle every trainer available. It's just quicker to gain XP, I think. I don't know if there actually are XP yields from trainer battles than non-trainer battles. It's just trainer battles tend to have higher level Pokemon, which might explain the higher, but I'm not sure. All things you could look up. I should look up before I talk about them, probably, but yeah, that's what I expect them like there. Cat's doing a decent job. Whole team's working for Predators, which is a nice thing to be doing. Taking care of their weakest link. Ensure that things go well in the future. Does Rat have a lot of tackle PP remaining? It has 8. I think that's going to do to take out this Kakuna. That's almost there now. I mean, Kakuna, I think, can't learn any TMs, and I was wondering if it would be worth keeping Predators once it evolved to Beedrill as level 10, rather than switch training it further, because that's the only way it can gain experience points still until level 12, until I can teach it a TM and then use it potentially as a repel trick, so that I can ensure that, for example, Ekans or Spearow on Route 4 won't be below level 10 or something. But then again, I'm talking about having a weakened team for a large part of the challenge, which, you know, might be disadvantageous. I think I pronounced that correctly now. You know, I'm struggling with words now all of a sudden. Probably still the exhaustion from losing that run. I felt pretty defeated from it, but, you know, things happen in life, and I mean, this is a video game also, it's not real life, so yes, I think nonetheless there's things to learn in these games that can apply to real life. Now, I'm just talking here about random rubbish. There's something happening, because all I'm doing is mashing the A button, and when I'm not mashing the A button, I'm mashing up and down on the D-pad, so I mashed the wrong side there. That's what's happening here. This is sort of an existential situation when I start thinking about things that I probably better not think about. there have been a few good moments in this Nuzlocke for now. I made a few shorts from losing my first attempt when I went over the level cap and lost 5 of my team mates to some member of staff on the SSN, or I don't even know if it was a member of staff, but it was Steeler or something, so I take it. Works on SSN. Like that. I also made a short from the last part. I don't know if it's out yet, but with the game haunting me with the execute after I failed to capture, I thought that was pretty good. A lot of times my reactions in the videos aren't, they're not over the top, like when I caught Cubone. I watched it back because I was considering making a short out of that, also catching my favourite Pokemon. I realised like my reaction was pretty, I wasn't very loud or wasn't yelling and being overly, I think I was being overly happy, but without images on screen, without a webcam, I think that just doesn't translate necessarily, just through the voice. So I've made it a priority to get a webcam going. The webcam I have is being used currently to record the gameplay on the 3DS, which is not a great setup, but I don't have a better way of recording this gameplay. So I'll look into getting a second one. I think I can always use 2 webcams, especially when I get the, I love the WarioWare games. They're some of my favourite games ever. Like helping Dr. what was his name? Weigel or something like that. Go to the toilet, that was amazing. And I also have for the Wii U, I got the Wii game WarioWare Smooth Moves or something. I'm looking forward to playing that. I think because there's movement involved in that, like that's a game where I kind of have to have a webcam up and going to record myself doing all these silly moves that the game's asking me to do. So the WarioWare series of games might take a hiatus after I beat the Mega Micro games till I get that webcam, but I think it shouldn't be too long until that is a possibility. Probably start of March, end of February, possibly even. Look into getting one. I'm getting set up. So yeah, I think there's lots of things, lots of games to play, definitely. And lots of things still to improve. I mean, even the sound. I'm trying to watch the videos like more frequently to listen if the sound mixing was good or not. I'm no genius at sound mixing, I just turn volume up or down. But yeah, things are improving. I'm changing the layout of what's on screen, shown on screen every now and again to make things look what I think is better, but I should probably not waste as much time on that as playing the actual games. I think that's the main thing, to keep the games going. And any free time I can find outside of that I have. I obviously have to do other things in free time too. To just keep everything improving and getting to a place where I actually like the things that, well, I'm not saying I don't like the things I'm putting up now, I love them. It's just they're with a budget at the minute that won't necessarily always be that way, and I'm not talking about earning through YouTube. That's not even a goal. It's all about, often when I played through a game, what example can I think of? For example, I played ICO or Eco, I don't know what it's pronounced as. I love that game. It was brilliant, and I really enjoyed playing it. Then recently I was I don't want to say barely any memories of it. It was a long time ago. And I kind of would love to watch back how I played through it and how I struggled and how I got back to, or how I eventually beat it, and the strategies I used in the battles, or how to get things done in a certain time. Like that's one example. There's loads of other games that I completed, and I would love to be able to watch back how I did so. And that's the real main goal of this. Obviously also to find the time finally to play all these games and have a good reason to be playing them. And just creating memories. I think that's what it's really about. Anything else is just a nice add-on, hopefully. As we get a Pikachu at level 3. So I haven't really been keeping track throughout that monologue of PP. So I'm gonna have to check on that here after this battle quickly. And my legs are starting to tell me are we near break time yet, and we're far away from it still. Wow, we crit it. That's very rare that Bulbasaur or Birth one-shots anything in this forest, so I think Rat's out of... Yeah, PP to hurt. Nidoran can possibly take out another Weedle, and Pidgey can potentially take out another two. So we might get this level up because Rat gains Quick Attack at level 7. Actually, one trip to the Pokémon Center might be enough to get every Pokemon to the level cap, and I can take on the rival then. That would be great to get that in, or just get to the rival before the first break. That would be very nice. But I will be taking the first break pretty soon, probably. It's taken a lot more gusts than I thought it would to knock this out. Still calculating with Pokemon's levels around 20 to 30 in my head, but one-shot everything with those levels here. Yeah, I'll just keep going. Predators hits level 9, there we go. I did say I was going to edge it a little closer to level 10, which I'm going to continue doing. Get another Kakuna. The thing here is now, I think Woods doesn't have enough PP to take it out, does it? It has 0 bust PP, so it definitely doesn't. Danger only has 4 tackles, so this is a job for Birth. And then I'll head down to the Pokémon Center, and I'll probably take the first break of 2 there. And come back up. Finish off the levels that I require. This is going to take forever here. Might plant the Leech Seed on it just to increase the damage by 1 HP each turn. And take a break, come back, finish the levels for the rival battle, take on the rival, race through Viridian Forest, defeat all the trainers. Come back down, level Birth to 13 to take out the trainer in Pewter City Gym. And then let's just see how many levels I can gain in about 2 hours. Hopefully, I would ideally get everybody to 14 and then end Brock. Because there's nothing... There's no... talking about things that stop me from doing something, so when you don't feel like doing something because you have to do that. So what I'm talking about is the level grind would be something in my mind that would make me put off doing the next part of this challenge for, you know, a few minutes, possibly a few hours, or, you know, even a few days sometimes maybe, and I really want to prevent that. So if I could get 14, head straight to Brock. only require a level grind for the Zubat I'm most likely going to encounter in Mount Moon. That would be great because that Zubat level grind went pretty quick, I think, last one. I probably underestimated because it felt it went quick after having switch trained Kuna in the forest until level 12, which, you know, there are more entertaining things in life to do. Well, I did say I was going to take a break here, didn't I? Well, I'll take it right here. Right, oh, that's exactly 1 hour of in-game time, so it's 40 minutes in the vid. I'll be right back. Right. I think I'm gonna go for an encounter in the tall grass. Hope that I get something rare. I can't remember where the rare things are specifically, but I think there's a few at the beginning already. So let's get on the bike. Right, there's Nidorino. We have Nido already, so this is dupes. And as I can't run from battle, I'm just gonna throw rocks. This is where the not being able to run from battle thing is a bit silly, but I'm gonna do it this way just in case somebody then wants to claim that I didn't stick to the rules. We'll take one more here to see, and it's an execute. We'll have that. The thing is, will I catch it? I'm gonna go for straight balls. I think I remember reading once a few years ago that going for straight throws is the way to go, and it ran. So we failed execute in Safari Zone. Let me just put that in the document. So execute. That's commemorated that was failed. Right, so no Safari Zone Pokemon for us, unfortunately. Should have probably bought repels for this. RS. Well, I don't want to say I'm glad I didn't get it, but I was looking to get that encounter in Mount Moon in yellow or blue, but I haven't yet captured a Geodude to make that a possibility. Am I missing any item? I should probably pick up the ones I just drive right by. All restore will be handy for the Elite Four if I get there. Right, hopefully it bled quickly. Yeah, I definitely should have used repels. Right, from the encounters we got, I'm very happy that it was executed. It's just unfortunate I didn't catch it. But there's a lot more tries of capturing something. I think, I don't know what Taurus, I think Taurus encounter rate is a little higher in yellow, isn't it? Because Ash caught all those Tauros in that one episode that was never aired in English. There was not an execute. It's a pity we didn't capture you. Alright, back again for this level grind. Hopefully it can be completed here without having to head to the Pokemon Center again. Let's just keep an eye on the experience points. Editors has 227 required. So as soon as that drops below 30 actually, because 30 is the maximum I can get from Switch training, is when I will stop leading it. Also, I will be switching into its name again, Woods exclusively now to defeat Kakunas, as I want to keep as much PP on Rot as possible. Yeah, definitely when you feel defeated, it also feels a bit like fatigue, a little bit. So I'll be glad once this part's done again. This is the think the toughest part of these games. And obviously, well, I suppose if I don't evolve Rattata, potentially, will it take as long in blue? Maybe. But in yellow, I'll have a Mankey most likely, or 2 Nidoran, so it'll be different in the next games. I think because this is the first game of the generation I'm playing through, the grinding sessions take longer, just simply for the reason that I won't be able to encounter certain Pokemon later on. I won't be getting. The goal is to get 44 encounters in red, but I think that won't be possible. I'm going to lose at least probably 4 areas to just there not being any new Pokemon available to capture. But then in blue, that's going to drop even further, depending on which Pokemon I evolve and which ones I don't. And then yellow, there will be some routes where there will be simply nothing to catch or hit. When I get the fire red, there'll probably be long sections. There's nothing to capture. And when I get to Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, I'm praying there's something left to catch. Because those games, I said I was going to switch exclusively to woods. I'm praying that there's encounters. I might have to just solo those games with starter and Melmetal, or well, I can only get Melmetal in one of the games. I'm gonna have to allow that obviously because I need to get Meltan and Melmetal somehow, and I think up to now the only way to get them is still through Pokemon Go, so that will be my encounter for that area, and that area will be legal to encounter Pokemon in. I have to work that out exactly. It's a bit unfortunate that gender differences were introduced in Gen 4 and not Gen 3, as it would have opened up. So it would have opened up more encounters. It wouldn't, but it would have allowed for capture of Doduo and things that got gender differences in Gen 3 rather than in Gen 4, so probably going to be catching Doduo in, I don't know, Diamond, Pearl, whereas we've maybe got, I don't know what's in the same routes as they are, something else that was native to Sinnoh. But you know, it's the way the games are, and we're just going to play them as they are. We'll get the encounters that we get. We'll beat the games with the encounters we get. Hopefully there are enough encounters in Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee by the time I get there to win the game. Yeah, otherwise I'm going to have to consider changing the rule, but I really don't want to change a rule that would allow for duplicates, because the whole thing is about completing the Living Dex. Duplicates in the Living Dex, and also I want to commemorate every Pokemon, even fainted Pokemon's participation in the challenge run. So I will be giving every single Pokemon a ribbon also, which that's going to take ages to commemorate their contribution. So Pokemon that beat the Elite Four will get a different ribbon from Pokemon that didn't, or that fainted. They'll be getting. I haven't decided on a ribbon, a specific one yet, but I will have to eventually. But I mean, ribbons aren't in the game until Gen 3, and that's when I'll start thinking about them. 133. I think that's just not half yet of when we last looked it up. 133. It's probably half for our concern. 133 woods is also level 8. I think I'm gonna not edge woods, as it's in a faster level up group than Bat and Predators are. I can't remember, it feels the way Danger is leveling up that it is also in the faster one, but I can't remember. It feels like it right now. So that was 20 points I think, so we're 102 away from level 10 of Predators. So we're getting there, slowly but surely. Danger will also get Horn Attack at 8, which can be of great aid. Slowly but surely we're getting there. Woods I think doesn't get quick attack till 12, so it's stuck with a single move until then. It hits level 9, so this is the end of Woods' journey until we defeated the rival. Let's just check in on Predators one more time. It's at 83, so that's 2 more level 6 Kakunas it can take on. This will take it to 63, I think. We're going to split with Rat. This will be 63. Watch the XP that comes in exactly to be safe. Like the quick attack here it is more accurate than tackle, and the later Rat hits the less damage it will do, unless it crits as it did there. So I think this is 63. So I'll do one more battle and then check in on the XP required for Predators again. And we'll do this with Rat once more. Put quick attack at the top actually, because it's my favorite attack. Not favorite, favored. Yeah, the feeling of picking up this game again for this part 16 was very different than when I picked it up for part 15. I can tell you that. I was looking forward to, oh yeah, I'm just at the end. Like, there's only Sabrina, Koga, the Silphico, and Blaine. And I mean, that part of the game goes very quickly, especially because the 8th gym is in a city that the player's been through already. Oh, I said I was going to check on the XP here. Thankfully, I remembered to do so before I sent it into a battle. 38, so I can take XP from any Pokemon in this forest still. Right. Weedle. I'm gonna switch to Rat here also, just because I want Danger to be able to use all its tackles for itself, as it has to get to Horn Attack to be able to level to level 9 without requiring the Pokemon Center once more, whereas Rat has 2 attacks already. So that is 14, which means it is now on 24 if I'm correct, which suggests it can no longer take XP from every opponent in here, which means I'll put it there. It's considered fully trained. I haven't checked on Birth yet. Birth is 113 away still. We're going to keep Birth in the back just for level 5 Pikachu still, and finish it off at the end. So Danger now gets to reap single or non-split experience points. It's missing the tackle, so it's going to use a lot of tackles here to gain those experience points. I just realised that the screen lightly shakes when I mash these buttons, which is slightly unfortunate. It doesn't cause motion sickness or something. I should maybe wait. Yeah, if I put the hand on the other side of the 3DS it doesn't as much, so I should probably have both hands on the console at all times. Yeah, that definitely reduces the shaking, so that's what we'll do. I'll counter weight whatever side of the console I'm pressing on, just to make the viewing experience that little bit better. That's, you know, it's not great already. think it's just not a great focus. It seems to be alright to focus in the center of the picture, but towards the edge it sort of loses focus pretty quick. Like the Metapod on the top left is nowhere near as sharp as the danger is in the middle of the screen. But I think that's also a sign that I have the camera centered pretty nicely. Which I think that's the main thing. I mean, everybody can tell that's a Metapod, I think. Maybe not everyone. Most people can. We're missing a lot of tackles here, which is not great. Sort of worried about danger potentially not getting horn attack. We're running out of tackle PP. Oh, I forgot the counter. Once that or to counterweight my button mashing. But it's making up for them with crits. Oh, there we go. That's level 8. We get horn attack. This will help deal with these defensive Pokemon a little quicker. And anything to speed up this run is very welcome. Well, run, especially the level grinds. I like the other parts. I really enjoyed flying around Kanto, getting all these encounters that I could in part 15. Unfortunately, I didn't get to use them all, not for very long also, the ones that I did get to use. And still, we'll use the horn attacks for the Kakunas and Metapods. Jeez, this is not normal how many tackles dangers missing is. Surely some of those were Gen 1 misses and not just the accuracy miss. I did get 3 Gen 1 misses, I think, in a single part there recently. I can't remember if it was... I think it wasn't part 15, but 14. Alright, next encounter. This is that bit closer to level 9 yet again. Use horn attack here. Wow, alright, that was a crit. I was thinking that was a lot of damage. There we go, danger's level 9 already. Let's see how much XP is missing for 10. 133, so that will be at least 4 battles, potentially 6. I would guess. 133, have to remember 133. A horn attack here because I think tackle might take out, and seeing as we're at 100 or at level 9 already, we don't need all of the PP. What was a 133, so we're 104 away. So we're still on course for another 3 battles. And what was I saying? 2 battles would have been enough to get. Mobile 104, I think. Can't remember. But no matter what, I can still take 1 definitely after this, so we're just gonna take it and then check in again. And then it's all about the rat Pokemon that is in the slower. I don't think it's in the slowest level up group, but it's certainly in the slower one than the rest of the team. And as you can tell, I'm sort of running out of things to talk about. I'm repeating myself from parts. Oh, did I check in on this XP required 75, so this will put us around 40. Will put us around 40, 75 when we're lacking, so 29. Oh, Thankfully, oh no, this mightn't be good. Level 50, so this would be 50 experience points, I think. And we can take 46 only, so we're going to switch to Rat here. I'm not going to risk Horn attacking it, as I would be worried knocking it out with a crit or something. Rat's still not doing terrific damage. We'll use tackles here for a bit. That was definitely the final battle of danger. Now it's all about the rat. I think the rat has just about enough PP to get to level 9, especially now that it doesn't have to share the XP or the PP. So let's get this done. We're almost there now. Quick attack first to get that slightly higher chance of definitely hitting. And then switch to tackle now as the damage has been reduced by quite a bit. Or we get a crit and knock us straight out. 2 more Pokemon to train. Almost there. Well, 2 more. Sell that and then there's 5 more to train off that again. You know, maybe I shouldn't level all, well I should, because going through Mount Moon, I didn't, I think I could have still grinded on Route 4 and Attempt 4, couldn't I? So there isn't enough XP from the trainers in Mount Moon to actually get everybody to 18, which is the level cap rival battle on just in front of Nugget Bridge. Right, Kakuna, level 6 please. Yeah, that's what I love seeing. The big experience points right there. Get a crit also, which is very nice. I'll take another quick attack here. We'll take another crit certainly. Level 8. So Rattata's still a consistent 2 HP below what is my benchmark in my head, and that sounds an actual benchmark for a good HP to level. But you know, to each their own, and Rattata probably deserves to be a little less HP with the speed and attacks it gets, or has and gets. We're gonna go for tackles here, even though that increases the likelihood of being poisoned. Because it failed, I'm not gonna use quick attack. If I had been hit by String Shot there, I would have opted for quick attack just to prevent the chance of being poisoned. Talking everyone through very obvious strats now, which just tells you how monotonous this grind is. And I doubt anyone actually listens to this right here, but we'll see. If you did listen to that monologue, you know, let me know. It would be great to know if people actually watch through the grind, or you know, maybe just have it on in the background and do other things while maybe have someone talking to them about their existential crisis of defeating level 5 Kakunas with a level 8 rat in order to get to the level cap to defeat a rival in Route 22. Surely Rat must be getting close now. Well, I say that Rat is on a slower level up group. I've said that probably 5 times now on this part. But pointed that out. The word I was looking for before, by the way, was testament. It is testament to how this run. So when the words pop into my mind a lot later than would have wanted them to. I think I've never been this bad doing my level grinds down this bad. But you know, we're just going to suffer through it. We're going to get it done. It's going to be light at the other side of the tunnel. It's going to look nice. Rat's level 9, which is great. Now let's get it to 10, or just before 10. 252. Yeah, that's what I meant to be in the store, grouped in the west. What was dangers again? Somewhere around 100, so it seems to be in the group that Bulbasaur is in. Right, we mightn't actually get it as close to level 10 as I would have wanted it to be. So that was, I think we're at 230 away from level 10 now. Let's just see how close we can get it to level 10. I think we're at 230 away. 230 away. Yeah, Weedles aren't gonna. There's a lot close and anytime quick. So I reckon we were at 230, which would mean we should now be at around about 201. So if we got 3 Kakunas now at level 6, that would be amazing. There's a Kakuna. There's a level 4. Chilling, that'll only be 40. But you know, we'll take 40 XP. Will the second quick attack take it out? And it does, even though it used Harden and increased its defense. So we were at 201, now we're at 161. Another Kakuna. Will it be levels? It is level 6. So we're at 161, which would suggest we would be down to 101 after this battle. I also neglected holding down the other side of the 3DS throughout this last section of level grinding, which probably made the screen shake again. So we should be at 101. Let's just check in on that. We are on 101, so we might actually get to where I wanted Rattata to be, which is great. Right, let's do this. 101 away, a level 3 Weedle, which is probably the least, the worst XP yield available in this forest. Don't quote me on that, there could always be less good XP yields. 101 minus 22 is 99.79. So if it's a level 6 Kakuna, we have completed the level grind for Rat. If it isn't, we might not yet have, but most likely we'll still have. And here we get the encounter, and it is a Metapod. We are at 79, this will give us 41, I think. So that will put us on 78 minus 40. Will put us on... Did I do that math right? 78, 38. Should be at 38. Is that correct? It is. So what we're going to do, we're going to do one more battle with Rat. And I know you think, what are you doing? Just swap. 38. How much will this give? A level 4 Weedle, I think, was 29. So we're going to take this XP and run. Actually, we're going to train Birth also. Oh no, we get poisoned, so we're going to have to use an antidote. Unfortunately, I should have gone for quick attack there also for just optimal plays, as that would have been more likely to hit than tackle was. Not that tackle missed, but there was a chance that it did. So, Birth is how far away still? 113. Danger's fully trained, isn't it? 21. 24, and Woods isn't. So 131 I think it was, or was it 113? I think it was 131. 131, 131's in the lead, 131's running towards, and that's Weedle. 131. I'm definitely going to go mad here if I don't soon get out of this forest to take on that rival battle. 131 this will be 22 XP, which makes it 109 remaining to go. Well, not quite, but as close to 109 points as possible. Let's take out one more opposing Pokemon and then see where we're at. I wonder, is it possible to get 2 encounters on Merge 22 while heading up to the rival? I mean, yeah, of course it is possible, but is it very likely to happen? Because I was thinking of just edging Birth as close as I can and using woods to help spread the XP in case it would go over. I like to do 2 tackles and then use a leech seed to increase damage by 1 HP for the remaining turns. I've spoken about that previously also. Right, I think this might be unhealthy doing this kind of level grinding, but you know, you get through it eventually. All you have to do is give up 2 hours. And I'll be there, well, 2 hours. I'm not even at the rival battle yet. I'm an hour and 15 minutes in. Let's see. What we at? 41. What's Woods at? 136. So we're going to take one more. 41 I can't go over if I split. And if it's a Weedle, I can take out any of the levels. It's a Canopy also. 41, most likely won't be able to take it. I won't be able to take it, so I'm just going to swap straight to Woods because I think Woods has a better attack stat and Gust is more likely to be accurate than it is. Right, so that was it for level grind number 1. I'm going to head down to the rival. I'm going to take him on, defeat him like he never was before, head back up to the forest after I healed in the Pokemon Center, and then I'm going to take my second break. Because, like I said, mentioned previously, in these situations my legs like acting up and my body or my brain likes telling me, you know, you haven't stood in a while, why don't you stand up for a bit? Things like that, so that's what I'm going to do. Love that song. We're going to go in here and heal quickly before we take on this rival boy. Blue boy. The starter I pick in blue, by the way, will be Charmander, which, you know, would be handy if I didn't catch Butterfree in this run, just to make Brock possible. Well, I suppose Charmander, with the low special stat of Onyx and Geodude, can power through those 2 Pokemon. I have to make sure that I have Woods in the lead here. Almost forgot about that. Right. Should be safe from any level ups, we are. And now, I want Rat to be in the lead, I think. Yeah, let's just take them all. Come on, blue boy. Hey, you're going to Pokemon League? Forget it. You probably don't have any badges. The guard won't let you through. By the way, did your Pokemon get any stronger? Let's battle. Blue wants to fight. Right, come on, Rat. Quick attack. Wow, alright, crit. I was thinking that was a lot of damage. Let's get another one of those, please. Oh, very good. Now, because I do want Pokemon to level up from this battle, I'm going to switch, but who I'm going to switch to? I think Birth. Oh no, I got Sand Attack, so this tackle is going to take forever to hit. I got Sand Attack twice. Miss. Gust. Tackle hits. That's it for Pidgey. Then the plan I had was to take out this Charmander with Danger. I probably should have used Predators, but you know. Hindsight is 2020, but if it was, it wouldn't be here now because I would still have Shellder alive in attempt 4. And we'd probably be heading somewhere to the rival in the South Co by now. Possibly Giovanni. But you know, those thoughts are pointless because that's not what happened. We're in a different reality than that one. And we gotta deal with this one, not the other one. So, let's do it. Yeah, whatever boy. You lost. Smell you later too. Okay, let's go for a quick heal. And start grind number 2 for Brock. I'm starting to think with it being an hour and 20 minutes into the video almost that I probably won't get to level 14 just because I have to switch train predators again. But I'm going to try and get them as close as possible. If I can within around 2 hours. That's the plan for now. I'm going to head up to the forest. I'm going to put predators in the lead. Also, I wonder, is it a good strat to train Bulbasaur on the trainers because I think it doesn't knock out Pokemon quick enough? Or should I be training the Pokemon that are in the slower level group on the trainers because they require more XP to level up? I don't know, I've never worked it out. Probably should sometime. But I'm gonna take a short break. I'll be right. Right. I think I'm gonna go for an encounter in the tall grass. Hope that I get something rare. I can't remember where the rare things are specifically, but I think there's a few at the beginning already. So let's get on the bike. Right, there's Nidorino. We have Nido already, so this is dupes. And as I can't run from battle, I'm just gonna throw rocks. This is where the not being able to run from battle thing is a bit silly, but I'm gonna do it this way just in case somebody then wants to claim that I didn't stick to the rules. We'll take one more here to see, and it's an execute. We'll have that. The thing is, will I catch it? I'm gonna go for straight balls. I think I remember reading once a few years ago that going for straight throws is the way to go, and it ran. So we failed execute in Safari Zone. Let me just put that in the document. So execute. That's commemorated that was failed. Right, so no Safari Zone Pokemon for us, unfortunately. Should have probably bought repels for this. RS. Well, I don't want to say I'm glad I didn't get it, but I was looking to get that encounter in Mount Moon in yellow or blue, but I haven't yet captured a Geodude to make that a possibility. Am I missing any item? I should probably pick up the ones I just drive right by. All restore will be handy for the Elite Four if I get there. Alright, hopefully I played quickly. Yeah, I definitely should have used repels. Right, from the encounters we got, I'm very happy that it was executed. It's just unfortunate I didn't catch it. But there's a lot more tries at capturing something. I think, I don't know what Taurus, I think Taurus encounter rate is a little higher in yellow, isn't it? Because Ash got all those Tauros in that one episode that was never aired in English. There was not an execute. It's a pity we didn't capture you. Well, I should also just check to see on the map, because I think I never checked this. It does say Safari Zone, doesn't it? Yeah, so this is a different area. Very good. So it's a bit unfortunate about that Safari Zone, but I mean that's always the risk you run in here. We get another execute, so the game's now taunting us about this encounter. Thanks very much. Right, time for more level grind ramblings. Predators is in the lead. You know, I'm gonna share the trainer battle XP with Predators rather than taking it all on Birth by itself. Gonna see how that works out for myself. Probably shouldn't have used woods for this, but that's what I did, so I'm gonna live with it. I suppose 2 hits, not too bad. Woods, well done. Predators gains 20, woods gains 20. Now, let's start these trainer battles. I wish there was more trainers in here, but there isn't, so let's get this done. Weedle. Predators, a switch to Birth. String shot. Fails. Tackle hits the Weedle. And crits. As we hit it in the middle of the face where it hurts the most. And we take it out. That's 1 down. Predators goes to 10 and will now evolve to Beedrill. Once I get out of this battle, I'm gonna do 1 tackle and then switch. I'm gonna do another tackle and then switch. Don't crit, don't crit, don't crit, don't crit. Then what I'm gonna do is Leech Seed. Oh no, how many Pokemon does this trainer have? I'd evaded the attack. Can I see anywhere how many Pokemon? I'm gonna do it again. It was seeded this time. I'm gonna switch to Predators. Now there's nowhere to look up how many Pokemon this trainer has, but you know what? I'm gonna use up my PP on Harden so that I can eventually struggle against a few Pokemon. It might be worth the XP to just possibly gain any advantage in gaining levels quicker. I'm just going to waste these, and if there's a 3rd Pokemon, Predators would have been in the battle already and can share the XP immediately without needing to switch back into Predators, into Birth. Back into Predators, I mean. Set the right order first. Predators gains another 33. There was only 2 Pokemon, so other than wasting the Harden PP, it was pretty much pointless. But we get an evolution. Predators evolves into... where is my screen? There. Beedrill. Let's get that up on screen. There we go. Right. It's a pity that Beedrill only gets Fury Attack at 12, because it requires switch training for another 2 levels. We'll do it with... You know, we'll do it with Birth, because Birth honestly needs more XP than the trainer is going to give. I'd like to get Birth to 13 as quickly as possible to take out that trainer in Pewter City Gym. It's the Diglett and the Sandshrew, which head into this battle also. I think this trainer has a few Pokemon, doesn't he? Or don't they? Weedle, level 7. We switch into Birth. We tackle this Weedle until it faints. We can't be poisoned as we are a poison type. think that was implemented in Gen 1 already. String shot, so we get slowed down a little. We slow down, no, we don't slow down a little more because the second string shot failed. Poison stings us once more, but we love poison, so we only take 2 damage. We take, oh, we get, go to level 11 with Birth, that's amazing. Kakuna comes in. I'll tackle here once. Oh no, it outpaces me now because I was string shot. I'm gonna tackle once more. Then I'm gonna waste Harden PP again by Leech Seeding. Actually, I was considering healing Birth for a few turns there, but I think the turns are more useful if I stall, not stall, but or is it called PP stall? There's no PP stall here because the PCs don't have PP in Gen 1, which is why you can get locked into certain battles, or it can become endless if you're out of PP and the opponent has rest. The battle becomes endless. I think that's a common knowledge thing about Lorelei or something. Lorelei, that battle can take forever. We're at 19 PP for Harden. 18. 17. 16. 15. 14. 13. 12. And we get to 11. I don't know if this actually, because that took a long time, if this actually speeds up the level grinder or prolongs it, but you know, we did it. So, because I was thinking, whenever I encounter a level 6 Kakuna, I'm just going to struggle it with Predators, and then hit the 60 experience points on Predators, and hopefully double the speed back then, but I just realized that that's probably not going to happen. We'll double the XP gained for a few battles, but I think that PP stall of myself won't compensate for any speed things. And also Birth not reaching level 13 pretty much immediately after these trainer battles is another reason that this is just actually slowing things down, I think. But you know, I'm trying new things, exploring possibilities, seeing what strats are out there, coming up with new strats that are possible. Maybe not useful, but definitely possible. This is a Kakuna. It is level 4. So I'm going to switch to Woods, take it out, and potentially level Woods to 10. It would mean that every Pokemon needs at max 4 levels to get to the level cap. Well, again, I didn't change the level cap on screen. I love having all this great information for viewers on screen, but then not updating it to what it should be. By the way, this part is not being streamed on Twitch. I'm glad it isn't, because they probably wouldn't be talking this way if it was. I do realize that, I mean, either way people have a chance to watch and listen to it, and just because we stream on Twitch it doesn't make it more likely. But, you know, it could happen. I'm going to switch to Danger here because I don't want to be poisoned. Tackle should be enough twice, hopefully, or double the level. I think it might just be enough. And it is. Very good Danger. Brilliantly solved. Let's pick up this hidden potion. And then get into this level 9 Weedle battle. Alright. Level 9 Weedle versus level 10 Predators. Switch into Birth. Hopefully Birth gains level 12 at least from this battle. Probably won't, since I split all of the XP it could have gotten along the way. Is this gonna be a safe battle? Yeah, I think it is. With that string shot that failed, I think I want to get close to knocking me out. String shots me again, so that's it. I think there's no chance of Weedle coming back in this battle, and it's pretty much safely won by Birth. I mean, I could miss 3 times in a row or something, but it didn't, and the battle is over. Birth runs out the winner and splits its XP generously with Predators. Right. Now, the strat here is if I see a Weedle. No, I can't do it this way. I don't know what the strat is actually, because I still have 11 hardened PP to stall. And I don't really feel like taking damage because then I can't struggle as much. So essentially the whole plan sort of didn't work out whatsoever. I have to think about how am I going to waste 11 hardened PP. I mean, obviously I could just do it on Kakuna or Metapod, but the thing then is it would have hardened 6 times and it's going to be more difficult to take out. So I think what I do is I switch to Birth, Leech Seed, and then Harden. That's going to be the plan. So we switch to Danger to deal with this Weedle. Well done, Danger. Let's tackle it and see how much damage that does. Also, I probably should be Horn attacking, as that might take it or one-shot it. And as I go in level, Tackle will then do more damage to then become a one-shotting move, potentially. So that's what I'm going to do in the future. This is the part where I hope that in the next 28 minutes I get everyone to level 14. Which is unlikely, I realise that, but, you know, a man can have hope. Leech Seed. Ideally I would want Birth to heal some PP back, but, PP HP, but I'm going to waste the Harden first, and if there's any HP left on Metapod after I get rid of all of the Hardens, I'm going to switch back into Birth to gain that HP back. Which, you know, it probably doesn't even require, but I'm going to do it anyway, because that's crazy plays my brain is telling me to do. It's coming up with in an instant and saying, why don't you try that? So I'm going to try it and see how it works out for me. I clicked so fast I didn't see how much PP I have remaining. I don't want to accidentally struggle. Right, I have 3. 2. 1. So 1 more, yeah. I was a bit confused there if I was going to struggle now or not. I don't want to be wasting a struggle here. So let's switch back into Birth, get that 1 HP back, then, you know, we're going to use Ground. We're just going to, yeah, we're going to prolong this battle even further. I want a bit of HP back here, because Birth has to grow at least 2.5 levels to get Vine with to deal with Diglett Sandshrew. Now we're at 20 HP, ready to defeat level 6, so I'm only gonna attack. Oh, Predators gets level 11. So we're 1 level away from it learning an actual move. Wouldn't it have been funny if it reached level 12 and learned Fury Attack after me wasting 30 PP on Harden? That would have been a lovely play, to tell you the truth. Right, let's get, yeah, we're gonna go into Birth. Even though I think a Gust by Pidgey would probably take Pikachu clean out now. But birth still. Well, I shouldn't be splitting XP on birth, I just realized. So switching on the birth was actually an error there. Birth needs as many tackles as it can have to get to level 13 while I'm here. I want to reduce the visits to the Pokemon Center to the least possible number. And I don't want to be struggling Weedle, so it's just not worth the XP. I'm gonna switch into woods, probably get poisoned here. No, I don't. That would have been hilarious trying to play around having to go to a Pokemon Center and then getting poisoned. I do have antidotes though, so I would have most likely used one of those. Right, we have 25 minutes to go. Let's get as much XP as we can. Oh, I struggled a Weedle. That's exactly what I didn't want to do. We took 8 damage from that. Well, 8 damage for 29 XP was probably not worth it. I'm just looking to struggle. Kakunas, level 6 please. It's level 5. You know what, we'll take it. We'll take it. It's I think there was 7, so this will probably do 9 in recoil overall. 10 almost. Or was it 10? I don't know. Right, let's get this done. Come on, give us a level 6 Kakuna to struggle. There we go. Next encounter. That's a Kakuna. Is it level 6? It's level. You know what? We're taking level 5 again. Let's see. We're on 19. One struggle does 6 in recoil and probably 3 to finish it off. So 9 overall. But you know, this is going to be risky. In case that was a low HP Kakuna, but I'm going to do it once more. That should take me to 1 HP. This is a level 4. So potentially this will take me to 2 HP. I'll do it here also. That almost cleanly took it out. No way that does 3 in recoil, does it? Did 1. Right, Predators hasn't leveled up from the struggle strat, mostly because I didn't stick to what I set out to do, but it is 193 XP away from learning Fury Attack. Unfortunately, I won't be able to use Fury Attack in battle as it's on 2 HP or in red bar. At least that speeds the stuff up, because red bar, I don't know, prevents the Pokemon cry from having to be played before I can press a button in battle or something. This is the reason why speedrunners use red bar in Gen 1 speedruns. Come on, let's just get this done. Let's just finish it now. I suppose Predators could use Fury Attack, but only against Metapods and Kakunas. This is a Weedle, so we're switching into Danger for poison resistance reasons. I'm going to Horn Attack, that's what I talked about earlier, so I'm going to stick to the strat that I actually set out. Stick to. Predators gains 14 XP, I wish it was closer to 14. Right, Kakuna. Just don't mash the A button too much, especially with red bar. I can see very bad things happening. Like losing Predators after, you know, leveling it all this way through switch training. That would be silly. You know, losing Shellder was silly. I suppose that was sillier than losing Predators would be through mashing the A button too much. But it would nonetheless be a silly way to lose a Pokemon also. And I have accidentally hit attacks before in this run, I think. Pretty sure in one of the episodes I pressed attack and I didn't mean to. And I called it episodes again rather than parts, because they're parts, not episodes. So what is the difference between an episode and a part? Because this could be potentially considered a series of the TV kind. So maybe it is actually an episode rather than a part. But then again, it is a video game, and video game playthroughs usually refer to their parts as parts and not episodes. So it is a conundrum, and we should figure out eventually what is the correct expression for usage. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get to 14 time. I think I'm going to struggle to get the... What do you call him? Birth to learn living with here, to tell you the truth. I mean, things will speed up a little once Predators learns Fury Attack, because then I don't have to lead it into every single battle and split XP. I mean, Weedle XP, level 4, that's 29 divided by 2. I even lose an experience points by doing this, because they round down, so they're both only going to get 14 rather than 115 and the other 14. So, not great to be honest. Level 3 Weedle. I'm gonna switch train on a level 3 Weedle. I mean, the plays are unbelievable here. Every Pokemon's on level 10 at least, so, you know, there's that going for me. Let's see what tackle takes out a level 3 Weedle. It does not, and I just prolonged this battle unnecessarily. Right, so we're just gonna use the Horn Attack PP before I start using Tackle on Danger. You know, I think I could potentially get everyone to 12 or 13 maybe within 20 minutes. I think that's not out of the realm of possibilities. Well, now that I said that, the clock almost sped up. What am I fucking? I almost cursed there. Not that I'm against cursing. I think cursing is allowed, and it's a good thing. It's just I like to curse only when it's necessary. Well, not in real life. In real life I curse all the time, but in these videos I want, you know, potentially, if I ever have children, my children to watch for it to be watchable to them if they want to, you know. Maybe they don't want to. Maybe Goofy and Mickey are on the TV, and maybe I shouldn't have named brands there, but you know, there are other brands available, competitor brands. You know, just riding myself into I tackled again rather than horn attacking. I'm going mad now. Really need to win this. It's only a bit left to go here. Yeah, that clock has definitely sped up since I said it might be possible to get everyone to level 12 or 13. Because I'm now starting to think that's no longer possible. Don't mash the A button. I shouldn't be leading I almost call it scissors. I shouldn't be leading Predators in this situation, but I need to. Woods, go. Let's do this. Next thing I'm going to do is probably start watching the clock to see how long a battle takes on average to calculate exactly. Oh, come on, Predators is still not level 12. I want to be able to move it away from the front of the team and put Birth there, because Birth is, yeah, level 13 on Birth is pretty much, without that I'm not going to beat Brock. Which is why I'm so keen on it happening. Let's put Woods in here again, because Woods is honestly not going to be doing much other than splitting XP here. It's on 11 Gust PP and at level 10, so it's probably not going to get quick attacking time to be able to use it before heading back to the Pokemon Center, so that didn't work out well at all. Predator still didn't hit 12, so surely we must be something like 12 XP away. This might just give us about 12. Actually, it will give us 14 to be precise. We're going to use danger here, and we're going to horn attack this time. Right, string shot, which means we might take 2 hits. We do take 2 hits. We use horn attack. Will it take it out with a single hit? It cleanly does. Oh, it's a crit, so we don't know if it would have. Predator reaches level 12. It learns Fury attack. Remove it from the front of the team. Put Birth there. It's just not that I don't want Predators around or anything. It's just I'm worried about all this button mashing and me accidentally hitting. What's the word that's there? The word is fight, and then it's using struggle and knocking itself out, and the whole, level grind. Having unnecessarily taken probably an hour longer than it would have without Predators. I love the rate of encounters I'm getting. Move one tile, get the next encounter. Lovely. So I like to see I'm going to tackle twice and then leech seed and then tackle again. Tackle once. Tackle twice. Well, I might just tackle 3 times because I might take it out. Probably won't now that I've said that. And I should have leech seeded because now I'm going to leech seed. It's going to live on 1 after this leech seed. It does. I hope that is 1. I'm going to growl. Will it take it out? Yeah. So that battle lasted a turn longer than it could have. Level 12 on Birth. This is great. Will we be able to get Birth to level 13 without requiring the Pokemon Center and switch training? Question mark. Right, let's just tackle this Weedle. Well, if we get Weedles, that's a definite no. We crit it. Great. I think the game's realizing that we want to get there now. It's another Weedle. It didn't realize we want to get there. In fact, it's trying to slow us down by giving us a level 3 Weedle now. Right, we don't even cleanly take out a level 3 Weedle on Birth. That's exactly why I train Birth on the trainers. Because even when it's almost level 13, not one shot a level 3 Weedle with tackle, which some may say is not great. Right, we've got 2 tackles here. We've 6 tackles left. 5 now. Oh, we crit, lovely. We're going to do the lovely leech seed strats here again. And waste our growl PP. Heal back 2 HP. Oh, I use leech seed again rather than growl. Just because I want to keep tackle PP to try and get Birth to 13 before I head to the Pokemon Center. Then next I'll probably put Rat at the front of the team and go through all of its PP. And you know what? We're edging closer to 2 hours, but I am gonna use all the PP on these team. Well, if I don't get a battle here for 5 minutes, I won't. But I'm gonna use the PP on all of the team just to get as much grinding in, even if the video goes over 2 hours. Just because, if I come back and have to level grind, it's gonna put me off doing it, and I missed 2 tackles in a row, which is brilliant. Right, so I allowed this Bruno to harden 3 times before I hit a tackle. We still do decent-ish damage, but it's not great to tell you the truth. We probably won't level up from this either. We've only got 1 tackle left. I was considering using Growl, but I'm just going to commit to the tackle now. I'm going to use Growl. And then pray that this is enough to take it to 13. It probably won't be. And it's not. Okay, so we're switching to Rat now. Front of the team. Danger and Woods have used, I think, quite a bit of their HP already and switched training predators. I love the encounters that Rat is getting here. It's just quick attacks straight away. Get that in nice damage. We're going to tackle now. So it altogether has 63 PP. Actually, if I only get to use 1 PP per minute, we'll be here another hour, so I might have to take back what I said about using all the PP, but you know. Jeez, I didn't even. Around about 8 minutes ago, I claimed I might get everyone to level 12 before we hit 2 hours. Starting to realize how silly that claim was. Because, well, I have 2 Pokemon at level 12. But I mean, I even went that far, so far as to claim that potentially we might even have someone at 13 and we get poisoned. So we're going to require the, well, no, we're not going to require it. I'm going to use one of my antidotes, which normally this would be a situation I just head to the Pokemon Center, but when I head to the Pokemon Center is when I'm ending this part. So the longer I stay in here, the longer the part lasts. The less grinding I have to do next time. Which is what will be in my head before I turn on the 3DS and think, do I really want to do that again? I take a day's break or whatever, and then, you know, I don't upload a part for 4 or 5 days or something. And everybody thinks I've given up on the challenge, but you know, I haven't. It's going to be here until it's completed. Or it's uncompletable possibility, unfortunately. Oh, is my toe that cold, or is it not feel it anymore? It's cold. Right, get another encounter. It's a Caterpie. Use tackle here. Kakuna, that's what I like to see. Level 4 could be better though, but we'll take it. 40 XP is 40 XP. We do almost one-shot at level 4 Kakuna with Rat, which is great because that will maximize the PP to XP ratio. Level 3 Weedle. Love the game. Lean kick out with tackle. Well, I mean, we defeated the rival again in this part. That's good. We're on the way to the levels required. Well, not required, but I mean, I could probably go and defeat Brock once Birth hits level 13, but maybe should I do that? Probably should have done it in this part. Oh, Rat hits 11, that's not bad. I mean, Rat probably has the PP to 14 here. Not a pause, suppose better than a level 4 Kakuna and many of the other possible encounters in this forest. Quick attack's probably 2 levels away from one-shotting that, maybe even only 1. Level 6 Kakuna. That's what I like to see. Because it takes the same amount of time to defeat this as a level 4 Metapod. Oh no, it doesn't. It takes 1 turn more. the XP is double of most of the other encounters. No, maybe not double, but 1.5 times. Damn, it's taking an age here to get a battle. Thankfully I got one when I pointed out. And it's a level 3 Weedle probably. It's a level 4 Weedle. Use tackle. But string shots may indicate it lives. It doesn't, right? Tackles take out cleanly a level 4 Weedle. I get rewarded for pointing out to the game that there was no encounters by getting an encounter straight the next tile, but it's another level 4 Weedle. I would wish, oh, this time it doesn't clean take it out, right? So this Weedle's defense stat is a little higher than the last ones. I think 2 Pokemon are level 12 already, aren't they? So, the classic Viridian Grind. Level 6 Kakuna, thanks game, love you. Viridian Grind is probably the longest grind in this game. But once it's done, the game becomes fun. We're getting a lot of Kakunas now, thanks. As we, I think, have 40 PP remaining on Rat. 40 PP, that's plenty still. Especially, it's probably going to gain another level pretty soon. And probably one-shot a lot more stuff then. Is it level 11 or 12? I forgot. It's probably only 11. We edge closer to the 2-hour mark, my brain starts saying, why did you commit to using all the remaining PP in the team rather than ending at 2 hours? I don't want to do this anymore, but you know, we're gonna just suffer through this. It is the punishment for switching a level 17 Shellder into the attack of a level 28 Horsey. It was a resisted move and I did crit now. But I think the crit didn't matter and it was just a silly switch. And when you have one Pokemon in the team that when it faints I need to reset the run, you know, I should be more careful about it. As I use a quick attack on Weedle, which, you know, it gets a crit, that's good enough. That is level 11 by the way, so yeah. It's gonna be another bit till this part ends, but we're just gonna use this PP. I mean, yeah. Oh, nice, we get a one shot and we hit level 12. Very nice for that. Right, does a tackle now cleanly one-shot a level 4 Weedle? Well, it misses first time around and it string shot me, so it might get a poison sting, so I prefer to quick attack it now. Just to prevent poisoning and save the antidotes. Not that they cost a lot or that I would run out of them, but any strat that optimizes anything I'll use. If something is optimized, something else is probably de-optimized. What is the opposite of optimization? What would the opposite of that be? I wonder. You know, I'll be happy next time if I just use all the PP here, because I will have done probably an additional 20 minutes here or something, but I'll be happy that I won't have to do next time. we're just gonna keep going. Just gonna tackle level 3 Weedles what the game throws at us, because it doesn't want us to reach level 14 as quickly as possible. Just take it. We'll take whatever we get. We'll take it. That's the whole thing about Nuzlocke. You take what you get. So it's all part of the game. It's all part of the challenge. Oh no, I tackled. Tackle doesn't take out a level 4 Kakuna yet. Probably would take out a level 4 Weedle now. We have around 30 PP left on Rattata. I can't remember how much it was last time I checked in. It's probably less than 30 actually, but it's probably closer to 30 than 20. Level 3 Weedle. 14 and 12. Yeah. Now it's at 25 PP remaining. Attack. Almost takes it out. We're going to use a tackle here. We're on 23 PP remaining with Rat. Yeah, maybe not 14, but 13 we should be able to get with this PP, I think. So we use another quick attack on a Kakuna, level 4. This time it does one shot without critting. So it seems that the base, not the base stats, but the DVs of these wild Pokemon vary greatly. Just high rolling and low rolling at both extremes. I think with how much HP that other level 4 Kakuna lived, I think that's not within the realm of high rolls and low rolls, but it might be within the high rolls, low rolls, and better HP stat or defense stat. Potentially both, that might explain it. Use a tackle on a level 3 Weedle because this should take it out, and it does. We'll find an encounter outside the grass. We're getting far into this song here. We're almost getting to the next part. The game didn't give me an encounter. It'll point out that I've been waiting for a while now to get one. I still haven't been to Pewter. Right as the next part started, I got a level 6 Kakuna, so it's taunting me again, the game, as it did in the last part with the execute. The executes, I should say, because it didn't just do it once, it did it a few times. Alright, 60. Oh, very good, thanks a lot, game. Oh, another Kakuna, please be another level 6. I mean, that was worth the wait, almost. Level 5. So, I think we should be close to 13 here, as we have 16 PP remaining on Rat. Yeah, we're not going to get 14 with this PP, but 13 is definitely within the realm of possibilities. And we get another Kakuna, this is amazing. Level 5 again. We don't take it out in a single hit, as we hit about 14 PP remaining. We hit level 13, nice. Actually, it might be. What was the last time when we hit 12? What I said, how much PP we had? We might just about hit 14. That's another Weddle. Tackle it. Take it out cleanly now with a tackle. We get an encounter right the next tile, and it's a Metapod. You know, it could be worse, we'll take it. We'll quick attack it. We have 8 quick attacks remaining, and I think around 3 tackles. one shot it. Yeah, with these one shots we could potentially, with the right encounters, potentially hit 14 with Rat. But we're way past the, well, not way past the 2 hour mark, but we're past it now. So we're at 10 PP now. 10 PP. We still have Danger and Woods to use the PP up on. Oh, I used Tail Whip. I'm a genius. I'm needlessly prolonging this now. And if I get poisoned here, I don't, thankfully. We're at 9 PP. I'm going to be at 8. That's a Weedle. Level 4. Another Weedle. Level 4 yet again. We're out of tackle PP, so we've only got 7 quick attacks remaining, which is the preferred attack to have remaining. That means I went about the strategy of usage of these moves mostly correctly. We get a level 6 Kakuna, that's great. If we hit 14 here, I'm going to use the rest of the PP just to, I don't want to really edge it to level 15, but I'm going to, as I said, use the PP that's remaining on the Pokemon that are left. I think we have 6 PP. Or did I use 2 quick attacks there? I'm not sure. We're far away from struggling, so that won't be a strat here. We have about 40 Tail Whips left. There's 4 quick attacks remaining after this one. So 3 after this battle. Means we can take out a Weedle and 2 level 6 Kakunas. That's what we're going to aim to do. Let's see if we can hit exactly 14 as we do so. Man, I didn't think I'd be playing this game for over 2 hours after that disappointment on the last part, but you know, I guess it's a sign of comeback, it's a sign I'm committed, it's a sign of not being defeated. It's, you know, it's generally just signifying things, hopefully. Right. Is this one shot? It probably does. I think it does, doesn't it? Yeah. Right, so we have one more quick attack left. I don't know how many XP remaining to 14, but we're going to see if we hit 14 or not with whatever we quick attack. Probably can't defeat a level 5 or 6 Kakuna with this quick attack unless we get a lucky crit, which we won't require as it's a Weedle, a level 5 Weedle. It'd be hilarious if the game calculated exactly how much XP remained to get level 14 and gave us that exact encounter, which it did not do, so we're still at level 13. But we have Danger to use a few more PP of. Is Birth, by the way, out of PP? I think it is, isn't it? Yeah, it was Leech Seeding Kakunas to save Tackle PP. Beedrill is on 2 HP, so I can't really get into using, oh damn, we have over 50 PP remaining here. I'm not going to commit to the strat that I committed to earlier. Once these two hit level 12, I think I'm going to head to the Pokemon Center. I'm not going to play this for 2.5 hours, maybe I will. The Viridian Grind, that's what I'm going to name this part, I think. Because I have done this Viridian Grind, I think, 4 times now. I think 2 attempts were lost in the first rival battle in Oak's Laboratory. I don't even know how to pronounce that, probably American and English accent difference there. So this is the 4th time I'm completing the Viridian Grind, and I'm praying that it is the last because, yeah, I have to do it 2 more times in yellow and blue anyway, so there'll be at least 6 of it. But probably more likely 36 than 6 in a row. Right, as soon as this danger hits 12, I'm putting Woods in the lead to get it to 12 for his quick attack, and then when I come back next time, I can get in there and finish the levels, which should be possible within the first hour. Then get out, defeat Brock and the trainer in Pewter City Gym, and then go up to Mount Moon, get the encounter, head back here to train up whatever I get, would most likely be a Zubat. And I don't know, grind the level or not, we'll see, but I think that's the plan. That is very much the plan for next time, next part. And then get this run going again. You know, we might get a different encounters. We might encounter Oddish rather than Mankey early, which would prevent me from giving Dig to a Mankey when I would better giving it to an Onix. So yeah, that's, I think, there's still excitement here. It's not like I'm going to fail again. It's not like I'm going to have the same Pokemon with the exact same names again, even though I'm trying my best to do so. Because I think this is the 3rd time I've used this naming convention now, because it's a bit too lazy to think of other ones. I have other ones for the other games, but I kind of don't want to use those in this game, because I'll have to think of a new one for the other ones. I could just switch them all around, so I guess it doesn't really matter in the end of the day. But, I mean, if that clock hits 2:20, I'm ending the part, no matter where I'm at. And I probably will, before I get level 12 on these other 2 fellers. Come on, please just tackle this and tell me you hit level 12 from it. I don't even take it out, because I'm a silly Billy using tackle rather than horn attack, especially when I'm trying to speed things up. I didn't get level 12 from it. I want to get, you know what we're going to do? We're going to get Danger to 12 and Woods to 11. Because I think Woods should be able to get 14 then from the remaining PP. I mean, there's going to be 2 trips to Viridian Forest next time anyway, at the start, to get everybody to the next level. And then once Bulbasaur hits 13, or I should say once Birth hits 13, I'm going to head up to the gym to take on the trainer in the gym. Take him out, and then go into the forest to edge Birth's level to the edge of 15, or just before it hits 15, so that it evolves to Ivysaur in the Brock battle, which will free Birth from being a Jeopardy Pokémon, which means that it is allowed to faint after, and I think every Pokémon is relieved when, you know, they aren't forced to be such a danger item on the team, and everybody in the team is nervy that they could all lose their consciousness and minds just because one Pokemon faints. That's a bit Black Mirror-ish there. Actually, I've hardly any Gusts remaining here in Woods. That's why, you know, level 11 will do it for Woods. Hopefully he gets it right off first battle, that would be hilarious. I didn't, so it wasn't hilarious. Right. We're almost there now. Well, at the end of this part. Let's Brock yet. You know, it just looks better when I come back next time and there's no 1-0s anymore. It just looks like, oh look, they're all so close now to 14. Actually, I should start heading towards the exit because Woods has almost no PP remaining. Right. We're almost there now. We're almost there. 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 These have one more gust, yes. And one more after this. Woods. Woods has one more gust, but hits level 11. I mean, let's talk about time. Now, please, if there's an encounter, only Weedle, please. Okay, there's no encounter, so we're heading up to Pewter Pokémon Center. That will be where we heal and then save the game and then end the part. But we'll be back tomorrow, unless something goes really wrong or something bad happens or something, you know, the usual. I'll be back tomorrow sort of a thing, without 100% guaranteeing it. But that's what we'll do. We'll save here for now. 2 hours 34 in the new playthrough. I think we were at 2 hours, at 20 minutes, I think, after last time. Oh, I shouldn't be turning that off before I end the stream. Alright. But I saved, and that's it for this. I'll be back tomorrow again.